Okay, so what I want to look at here is the findings from a report that we did with YEX looking at use of online reviews in retail. When I say online reviews, what I mean is first party ones, so ones that you collect yourself and then you host within your estate, so your website, your app, whatever it is, as opposed to third party platforms which you generally have less control over. So why would you want to collect them? It's pretty obvious really. People really look for reviews, they put a lot of trust in them, and it can really help with conversion and things like that. But there is a technical reason as well, which is that it's good for SEO. So Google does look for reviews, and it looks for frequency of them, particularly first party ones, and newness of them as well. So a really good reason to have them. So just looking at the different methods that you might use for collecting reviews, you could just email people, of course, and ask them to do it, but you can do it in a lot more subtle and interesting ways. So if you think about emails that you might send, you can put it in a newsletter, but a pretty good place to do it might be in a post-transactional one. So when someone's bought something and they get the order receipt in their email inbox, why not pop a link in there? You could do it on the checkout page as well when they've completed it and the checkout page is served up. Or you can do it through other communication methods. You may use SMS in certain areas. So you might be telling people about the progress of their delivery. It might be a good time to get them to do something. Or click and collect. So if you're saying to them, your order is now ready for collection, that might be another time to get it in there. You might work with several partners as well who may have certain communications with your customers, so why not try and get something in there from them. And it doesn't have to be digital as well. You can use physical ones. So if you've got a physical receipt or a catalogue or something like that, then you could put a QR code in there, which some people do actually know what QR codes are, believe it or not. Or you could use a URL, but if you're going to use a URL, make sure it's really short because they have to type it in manually, obviously. And the final one on here is looking at apps. So if you've got an app, then you can use push notifications basically to say, why not give us a review? But you have to be very careful with this. Don't offer them points or anything like that as a reward for giving you one, because you're going to artificially inflate the sentiment, and that basically is coercion, which is sailing very close to being illegal. So watch out for that. But lots of options there. It's not an exhaustive list, but some really good ways to collect online reviews.